Hi, welcome to the mother of all hockey games. You see it right there. Canada in first place, Sweden in second, 1 point separating them. These are two of the big powerhouses of world hockey coming together tonight, head to head. I'm Mark Bearwell, and let's have a look at the Swedish lineup. Enroth, he's been getting a lot of the call to go between the pipes for the Swedish side. As we look through the Swedish side, we see they've got lots of talent and lots of experience at this world hockey level. As we see, experience is extremely important, isn't it, Patrice?
It is. It is also important with the youth, with the new game of a new hockey game that Style is playing with speed, and definitely it's a young men's game as well.
Let's have a look at Canada. Mike Smith, Martin Jones. Who are you calling between the pipes for Canada?
I'm going to go with Mike Smith.
All right, he is the money man. And off to your right, there's another money man, Sidney Crosby, making a big comeback after his concussion problems. As well, the entire Canadian team is NHL talent.
Absolutely, a lot of talent in that team, and a lot of youth. So that's why so far in this tournament, Canada's been having success.
Okay. As we see the reffing crew coming onto the ice surface, we see that Sweden is well represented in the stands by the crowd. There's some Canadians as well. Sweden itself is waiting to get itself ready to come onto the ice surface. Of course, this goes way beyond. Sweden has been one of the most consistent teams at this event over the last 30 years. In the last 20 years, did you know, Patrice, that Sweden has won a medal 21 times and failed to get to the semifinals only 3 times?
In the last 28 years.
In the last 28 years.
That's remarkable.
That's remarkable, incredible consistency from this team. Canada hasn't won this tournament for a long time. Like you were saying, they've got the right mix maybe this time around.
Absolutely, they went with the youth factor, and like I've said before, the new hockey is it's all about younger guys and speed, and I think it's the right way that they saw the approach of this new World Championship this year.
But Canada bringing all that young talent, will they be able to stay calm in those crucial moments of pressure that we've seen that Sweden can bring withering, sustained pressure onto teams?
Absolutely, but you see they're young, but they're not inexperienced. So you got Crosby, you got Spezza, over 30 years old, but you got Terry Hart, you got Jordan Eberle, he's Mr. Canada in the last 5-6 years. You get a lot of talent with, anyways, good experience NHL playing, so I'm not worried about those guys.
Okay, now we're coming up to exchange of cordialities between the two teams. Canada is obviously in the red, Sweden will be yellow. Here we're having a look at Sidney Crosby. He is the captain for the Canadian side, and he will soon be joined by number 4, Staffan Kronwall. He is the captain for the Swedish side. They're saying hello to the referees as well. In just a few moments, we will soon be getting down to serious matters here. Nielsen, Anders Nielsen between the pipes for Sweden, and Mike Smith will be between the pipes for Canada. That's Smith for Canada, and Anders Nielsen, number 31, gets the call for Sweden. A bit surprised.
A bit surprised. I thought Jonas Enroth was going to get the call because he plays for Dallas Stars, and he knows a lot of these guys he plays against during the season. So I thought it was going to be
yeah, that's right.
But you know, maybe it's a good call by Piers Martz to change it up a little bit.
We were just having a look at the head coach from Canada there, Todd McLellan. Did you know that Todd McLellan, even though he's been the San Jose Sharks coach for a number of years, this is his first time as a head coach in international hockey?
Absolutely.
Okay, there's Big Spets. Spets, number 90 for the Canadian side. He's joined by the big beard man out there as well. Crosby wins that face off, and it comes right down into the Swedish end of the ice. It gets rung around to the other side of the ice surface, and finally the Swedes with a number of players.
Number 9, Forsberg.
Forsberg bringing it down. He's joined out there by number 21, Louis Eriksson, amongst others. Canada gets thrown back into its end. Hamwi leaving it off for big number 88, Brenta Burns. Swedes have big boys as well on their team, so it's going to be a lot of grinding up and down the boards. Both teams will not be as scared of doing anything like that. Dan Hamwi brings the puck down. It is turned away by the Swedish goalie, Anders Nielsen, number 31 at the blue line. It's picked up by number 15, Mattias Gogren. Canadians trying to work it along the boards. It eventually comes out to Tyler Ennis, number 63. He dumps it down, ending up behind the Swedish net. Follows it in. He's having a bit of tough time there with big number 4, Kronwall, Staffan Kronwall, who is the captain of the Swedish side. Here come the Swedes. Big opportunity for Sweden. Goes off of a leg. That was an opportunity for number 10, Lindstrom.
Good block by number 14, Jordan Eberle, getting in front of that shot.
And it's Eberle who sends that puck down again into the Swedish zone. Of course, Jordan Eberle played his junior hockey with the Regina Pats organization. Now he's with the Edmonton Oilers. Hall keeps that puck in. Extra effort coming from Hall and Eberle, as well with Matt Duchesne. Here come the Swedes. Ooh, big opportunity for the Swedes once again. Oh, super shot. Coming in from big number 28, number 28, Lindholm, Elias Lindholm. Delayed penalty coming against Canada. Sweden has pulled its goalie. Anders Nielsen was throwing out a 6th attacker. Canada gets itself into penalty problems. We've been saying this over and over and over again. It looks like David Savard gets himself 2 minutes for a hooking right away early in the first. We're going to see how that develops, that last opportunity. There's the shot coming in, kicked away by Mike Smith.
Eriksson had a good choice to take a good shot, made that pass on the other side, and kind of took himself out of the angle. When you're in the slot, you got to take that shot.
It's 5-on-4, power play for Sweden. We get the resumption of play in the Canadian zone to the right of Mike Smith. It pops out into the mid-ice area. Canada's trying to get a short man attack. Good work by Canada, number 79, Ryan O'Reilly, jumping on that errant puck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies battling for that puck. Eventually it comes out. Canada waits no time throwing it down the ice surface. And we get a stoppage in play because it looks like Ekholm got his stick too high up into the air, correct?
Yeah, that's what the call is, but not sure it was that high.
We've been saying over and over and over again as we look at Cody Eakin there. He had some excellent games coming into tonight's affair. But we've been saying that penalties have been extremely important throughout this tournament here and even in previous editions.
Absolutely. Special teams are really important. Less penalties you take, less chance you give the other team.
Here we go. We get a resumption of the play. Sweden comes out from behind its net. Coming out with a big number 3, Klingberg. Puck ringed around the boards over to the other side of the net surface. Big Jimmy Eriksson, number 27. He's the oldest player on this team at 35 years old, huh? I don't think 35 is all that old.
I don't think so either.
But anyway, Canada picks up the puck, looking for a fast break. Possible fast break for Canada. Throws it in front. Oh, just goes wide. Coming up to 50 seconds left in the Swedish power play. Sweden seems to be a little bit flat up to this point so far on its power play. Maybe they have to get their legs underneath them. Coming in with big number 45, that was Oscar Moeller. We get a stoppage in play. The net is taken off of its moorings by Lindstrom.
Good job by Canada and the penalty kill right there. Actually getting a couple of chances of even scoring a goal there. So there's the play, number 10 there, lost his foot, and then you went back in Lindstrom right in the snow. Here's the chance by Couturier, just going a little wide. Good play by Eakins, using his body to protect the puck, making that play to Sean Couturier just to go wide.
As we had, right, Sean Couturier, actually, Eakin, he's been having a dandy tournament so far. as we get resumption of play taken by Jimmy Eriksson for the Swedes. They get the puck, taking their times, getting things organized. They have it right back to Klingberg. Klingberg throws the puck into around the ice surface. Eventually it's Lindstrom, tries to corral it. Coming up to 25 seconds left in the power play for Sweden. Sweden so far has had trouble getting itself set up in the Canadian zone. Let's see if they get a little bit more going this time. Coming up in 15 seconds left in the Swedish power play. They are not able to keep the puck in the Canadian zone. The Canadians immediately try and get some fresh legs onto the ice. Here comes a possible opportunity for Canada. That puck comes out to Crosby, Sidney Crosby, number 87. Spezza, Jason Spezza, he's an assistant captain, causes a bit of the Swedish players to cough up the puck. And that was big number 9, Forsberg, trying to bulldog his way through the Canadian D-men, but to no avail. Sweden this time tries just to dump it deep down into the Canadian zone. 2 Swedish players right behind the net. Goal! Sweden! Sweden, let's have a look at who they're going to give this goal to.
Number 58.
Number 58, Lander. Lander, Anton Lander.
Way to use the plaque behind the net there. See the puck is dumped in. Reversed cycle again. Play right behind the net. Mike Smith doesn't see it. He's got to follow the puck. Good reverse far post for number 58. Lander scores the first goal for Sweden.
Well, look at there. You got 2 Swedish players right behind the net. He just walks out, pops it in. Something's not working there, my friend. Way to go, Sweden. 1-0 Sweden over Canada.
Fans pretty happy.
Now, wasn't I just saying just a few moments ago that it seemed like Sweden was kind of flat? Then all of a sudden they come out and score a goal?
Yeah.
Okay. The Canadians have number 5, Ekblad, out there. He's joined with big number 46, Wierchuk.
Big save here by Mike Smith. Right after that goal. Good shot by number 11, Harmelson. Good shot there, but big save by Smith. See the goal again. Good play by Eriksson to Lander. Use the left to east to west play behind the net. Always hard for a goalie. And just sneaks it down the far side. Nice goal.
Rattled it in off the post, the far post. However you do it, it went in. The Canadians have to see what they can get going here right away. They send in right away Taylor Hall, trying to bring some early pressure. It's the Hall-Duchesne-Eberle combo that's been causing all sorts of havoc in the previous games. That's who gets sent out by head coach Todd McLellan to maybe try and get some sort of reaction for the Canadian side. Here comes Sweden once again. Big check in the corner handed out from Sweden to Canada. There's a big rebound that comes flying out from Anders Nielsen's pads. Sweden gets itself organized. Canada trying to bring some sort of forechecking onto the Swedish team, and they do cause the Swedes to cough it up, looking for a long stretch pass, icing against Canada.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there between Savard and his forwards.
Here comes Crosby. Crosby tries to come in.
Before we saw McLellan and Bill Peters, coach of the Carolina Hurricanes, assistant coach of McLellan right there, with Pete DeBoer, ex-coach of the New Jersey Devil.
Well, so they've got lots of talent on the bench there for Canada as far as coaching as well. Lots of experience, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, the Swedes have possession of the puck. They throw it across the ice surface. It's picked up by big number 9, Forsberg. Puck eventually gets thrown right back in. Mike Smith works it over to the near side of the ice surface. Canadians again seem to be getting a little rattled. They're not as sharp as they were in the first games as we were watching them. And the Swedes say, well, you know what? We're just going to go back. We've got the lead. They want to try and stretch out the Canadians to open up some space. Here comes another opportunity for the Swedes. Big number 10, Lindstrom. The shot wide. Here comes the slap shot from the point. Hits a body. Little wrist shot. Oh, there was almost a double deflection from Sidney Crosby. Look at that for effort. What do you call that for effort? Coming from Oscar Moeller, beating the Canadian D-men to the puck and getting a little possible shot in on Mike Smith.
Good deflection there by Sidney Crosby, almost getting a rebound again. And here's the play here, pretty far. Good job by Smith there on Lindstrom. There's a deflection for Crosby. Nielsen just tossing the puck, and Crosby wants to get his rebound. The puck just jumping right over his stick.
And we'll see some more of the action. Going right off of Smith's mask.
There we saw Sidney Crosby saying it bounce, just bounce over his stick.
Okay, the ice maintenance crew continues to do work. Okay, now we're coming up to get resumed play in the Canadian end to the right of Mike Smith, the Canadian goalie. Canada sends out Claude Giroux to take the face-off. He does win it. Canadians take it behind the net. Feed it out to Tyler Ennis. Tyler Ennis tries to dump it deep into the Swedish zone. He's helped out by Dan Hamwi. Swedes work it out into the mid-ice area. As once again, the Swedes flood the zone. Oh, the Canadians tried a quick one-timer. Just didn't get good wood onto it. Here come the Swedes, 3-on-3 situation. They seem quite content just to Victor Rask to leave it. Ennis picks it up. Tyler, he's working behind the net. He's joined out there by big number 88, Brent Burns, BB. And eventually the puck is picked up by Clefbaum, Oscar Clefbaum. They move it into the mid-ice area, jumps down deep into the corner. Here's the Swedes again looking to work that puck out from behind the net. That was number 11, Hjalmarsson Simon.
Good play by Swedes, getting the puck behind the defenseman of Canada, getting first to the puck and getting that guy open in the slot for that one-shot, one-timer. There's a missed opportunity for Crosby. Deflection, rebound comes back, but the puck just bounces over his stick. There you go.
Okay, there's a good close-up of Sidney Crosby. He's going to be thinking, planning what he's going to do to help this Canadian team not only draw even, but try and go ahead. And Sean Couturier throws the puck out in the mid-ice area, bounces around. He gets his own rebound. Ryan O'Reilly tries to skate it down. The Swedes push Canada deep back into their own zone. No icing is being called on that as Klingberg picks it up behind the Swedish net, throws it out in front. That's picked up by Louis Eriksson, number 21. Long stretch pass in the middle of the ice, intercepted by Canada. Canada throws the Swedes right back into their own zone. Now they get the stretch pass out to number 4, Staffan Kronwall, the captain of the Swedish crew. And the Canadians come back with Jake Mudzin. Swedes looking for that little tip in. Mike Smith read that, moves it into his right-hand corner as Canada's number 6, Jake Mudzin, gets a little bit bottled up in his own zone. The Canadians get themselves organized. It's thrown out into the mid-ice area. Duchesne, Hall, and Eberle. Eberle and Hall go to the bench, leaving Duchesne out with 2 new line mates. Another opportunity. Sweden is always using that same tactic, going behind the net, throwing out in front of the net, and it seems to be working. They're getting a lot of opportunities. We finally get a stoppage in play.
Not much going on right now for Team Canada. Seems like they're running around a little bit about after the puck and a little bit away from their system.
Here's that last, again, almost carbon copy. Oscar Moller, number 45, just wasn't able to get good wood on that puck. Otherwise, it could have been pain for the Mike Smith and the Canadian side.
It's a good job by Brent Burns eliminating the stick there in front.
Puck comes down into the Canadian zone. Mike Smith showing good confidence coming out of the net, preparing the puck for his D-man. Oh, here's an opportunity for Canada. It was a 3-on-2 situation. And now for Sweden, 2-on-2. Snapshot goes past the glove hand of Mike Smith.
Jason Spezza right there looking for Nathan McKinnon. Good opportunity for him to take a good shot. Instead, look for a pass and then misses it. So when you're down 1-0, you got to take sure that you shoot the puck at net, and he didn't. Looking for that extra pass.
As we have a good look at number 27, Jimmy Eriksson from the Swedish side. And Mudzin gets sent back to the bench. Okay, finally we'll get things worked out with the resumption of play. Crosby stays out on the ice surface for Canada. The referees have been cracking down on face-offs. Have you noticed that in these last few games?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're calling those face-offs back one after another. All these teams, they want to be very, very picky that it's fair for the face-offs. As they send in Forsberg for the Swedes, coming up against number 28, Claude Giroux for the Canadians. Claude Giroux gets the draw. But Canada's Dan Hemui has the puck ripped away from him. Finally, the Canadians recover. They send it high up in the air, down the ice surface. It's corralled finally by the Swedes, bringing it down. Forsberg bringing over the blue line, letting it off for one of his wingers. That's Eriksson, Louis Eriksson. Here's the slap shot from the point, coming right down onto Smith. Smith squeezes it. We get a stoppage in play.
Good play by Forsberg, being patient, making a little pass to Eriksson. Louis Eriksson from Boston Bruins. Instead of going take a shot from no angle, turns around, makes a Gretzky turn as it's called. Makes a nice pass to number 14, Matthias Ekholm, for a good shot. Good job by Smith, not giving any rebounds out there.
That's right. We've seen that rebounds have been very important in these last number of games. Many teams have been looking for these rebounds and getting their goals off of rebounds. Mike Smith tightening up the game, not letting those rebounds out so far. All right. Players talking it over. Canada's out on the ice surface, ready to get down to serious business. Here in the first period, it's sitting 1-0, Sweden over Canada. 8 minutes left in the first. Mike Smith warms up his legs. And here we go. We're back in play. Oh, Sweden again behind the Canadian net. No pressure whatsoever on the Swedish player. He's able to walk out. How's it out to the point? Long shot down onto Smith. They've got to solve this problem, the Canadians. Moeller, Oscar. Shot turned away by Smith. Ennis. The Swedes are bringing super pressure. Lindstrom is out there. Finally, Ennis and the Canadian team is able to bring it out into the mid-ice area. Getting a bit of a shot from Tyler Seguin. Finally, Claude Giroux throws the puck towards the Swedish net. Seguin, long wrist shot off to the other corner. Eventually picked up by Patrick Wierchok. Swedes getting themselves reorganized, content to throw it deep down into the Canadian zone and follow it up. That's number 16, Jacob Josephson, JJ. Battling for it along the boards. Eventually comes up behind the Canadian net. It's pulled in by Ekblad. Canadians looking for a bit of a stretch pass down the ice to number 7, Couturier. Ooh, he goes down hard into the boards. No penalty being called. He's getting roughed up from Klingberg. Swedes doing a good job cleaning out the puck in front of their net. Brings some forechecking pressure onto the Canadians as well. And the Canadians send in Danny Hamwi. Quick turnaround. Here come the Swedes. Canadians throwing that puck around with a little bit more authority, maybe in the last few minutes, but so are the Swedes, using the entire ice surface. Canadians pushing it out into the mid-ice area. It's eventually picked up by the Swedes. Thrown down, brought into the Canadian zone by Lindholm, Elias Lindholm. Canadians try their luck. Sending in number 29, McKinnon, Nate McKinnon. That bounces up. There was almost an opportunity for Jordan Eberle there. Here come the Swedes. Another screenshot coming in from the Swedish players. They're throwing the puck around with authority. There's a bit of a hit from Canada. Hall comes up with the puck. Duchesne wants to feed it in front. Beautiful, beautiful defensive work from the Swedes.
Ekman Larsson, great play.
Puck goes off of a Swedish skate, bounces down into the Canadian zone. The Canadians have to send offside to Duchesne.
Canadians getting a little frustrated a little bit. The Swedes are skating a little more faster than the Canadians. Canadians are not moving their legs. That's chance by Tyson Berry. There's the big hit by Klingberg on Couturier right there.
How's that for a second effort, huh?
Perfect.
Super second effort.
Matthias Elkom.
Okay, we get going again. It is. Here's a possible Canadian opportunity with Seguin, Tyler Seguin. He's directed off towards the boards. Swedes recover. They get the puck themselves. They have it up to Lindstrom. Lindstrom chips it into the mid-ice area. Here's the Canadian. Oh, it could have been offside, but Claude Giroux turned back. Puck was off a skate, rebounds down deep down into the Canadian zone. Long stretch pass for the Canadians. It's eventually picked up by Sean Couturier. Swedes getting themselves organized. There's a shot coming in on Mike Smith, rolling in. Ever dangerous, these shots. Canadian play is broken up right between the blue lines. Swedes being very aggressive between the two blue lines.
Aggressive and physical.
They're using their stature, their height. Ryan O'Reilly gets away, is able to throw it down. So Anders Nielsen stops the puck. He hands it off to Lindholm. Lindholm again. Here comes.
Oh, what
goal! Goal, Sweden! Number 84, I believe. Clefbaum. No.
Yes.
Number 49, Victor Rask. Hold on, hold on. Hold your horses. The referees are having a look here. They're saying maybe encroachment on the crease. Was there encroachment on? Oh,
no,
going off the skate.
Should be a good goal.
Rask. It went off of Rask's skate. It was Clefbaum bringing it in. Throws it in right there. Watch. It goes in off the skate of Rask. Number 49, Victor Rask. Watch his skates. Watch the Swedish player's skates.
No kicking motion. Should be a good goal.
And that just explains how hard it is sometimes to say which player actually gets the goal.
Absolutely. It's a fast game.
It is. It does count. You are correct, Patrice. Victor Rask, number 49.
Good job crossing at the blue line of Team Canada. There's a crisscross right here with number 84. Using his body, protecting the puck. Rask going hard to the net. You go to the net, good things happen. Clayborn throwing the puck there, just hitting Rask's skate, sorry. And it's a good goal.
There you go. It's 2-0 Sweden over Canada.
Well deserved 2-0. It's been all about Sweden in the first period so far. Team Canada not playing the same way they usually play. Not playing aggressive, not playing physical, not doing their cycling game. And it's all been Sweden so far.
Coming up to 2.5 left in the first. That will obviously send Sweden, if it remains like this, it will obviously send Sweden into the dressing room on a high. Here come the Canadians. The Canadians are trying to get something going here in these last couple of minutes. Sweden says, no, 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 we're going to do a 2-on-1. Here comes the Swedes again. Go, Sweden! Number 9, Forsberg! Forsberg, number 9! Sweden 3, Canada 0.
Broken cycle down in the Sweden's end. Was cut up by the players. Forsberg got the play. Bad pinch by a defenseman of Team Canada, which created a 2-on-1. Forsberg took the other forward. There's a bad pinch right there by Brent Burns, which makes a 2-on-1 for Team Sweden. Forsberg decides to take a shot, and it's a good decision. It's 3-0 for Team Sweden.
Watch on the short side of the net. Mike Smith, tough situation for Smith. Do you think he should have come out a bit more to cut down the angle? Easy to say, tough to do.
Always got to, I mean, goalie's always got to respect the shooter. Defenseman's got to take the second guy.
Canadians are rattled. Sweden 3, Canada 0. Just a little bit under 2 minutes left in the first. We told you to tune into this game, that it was going to be a shocker. Here comes Sweden again. The shot right in on Mike Smith. He squeezes it now.
Team Canada is unrecognizable so far in this first period. It's like they've never played together.
There we see once again Forsberg's goal.
Canadian fans look lost, out of words, lost for words.
Desolate. Okay, Canada. Let's see, you've still got 1 minute 30. Let's see what you can do. There comes at least 2 shot possibilities. Lindstrom again, I believe, is out there for the Swedes. Trying to bring some forechecking in on the Canadian players, especially on number 7, Couturier, Sean Couturier. Canadian stretching. That was Seguin, Tyler Seguin. Eventually picked up by John Klingberg for the Swedes, throws it out into the mid-ice area. 1 minute left in the first. The Swedes say, hey, let's try and get another one.
Why not?
Holy smokes. Sweden is all over Canada. Seguin, 2-on-2 situation. Canada coming down onto the Swedes. Sweden is very good at doing its back checking, forcing the Canadian player towards the boards, nullifying that attack. Here comes the big slap shot from the Canadians at the point.
Oh.
No luck, the puck goes all the way down the ice. Coming up to 20 seconds left in the first. Long stretch pass, picked up by Brent Burns for the Canadian side. The Canadians would dearly love to, Sidney Crosby is out there as well. They would dearly love to get a 1 in these dying seconds. Last shot coming from the Swedes. That's it. 3-0 for Sweden over Canada at the end of the first. The teams will eventually go to. There we got the number 3 goal scorer, Forsberg. Everybody's off to the dressing rooms. We'll be back in 15. Hi, welcome back. We're getting ready for the start of the second barn burner period between Canada and Sweden. Sweden came out and knocked Canada around so much that they came out of that first period with a 3-0 lead over Canada. Canada looked like a boxer who was taking too many punches. Both teams went off to the dressing room. Patrice, what went on in the Canadian dressing room?
Well, first of all, you got to give credit to the Swedes. I mean, they came to play. They're skating faster. They're more aggressive. They're more physical, more organized. Team Canada is not playing. They're not doing their usual cycling game, puck to the net, traffic in front, and it's just been kind of been mishandled in the first period.
One period, and you find yourself down 3-0, and it's going to be tough to claw your way back.
It's tough, but it's not impossible. There's 40 minutes left of hockey. You got to say to yourself, Sweden scored 3 in the first. Why can't we score 3 in the second? So you got to bet, but you got to be positive. But you definitely got to play better hockey than that. 5 shots on net for Team Canada. That's not good enough.
Nothing changes between the pipes for both teams. Mike Smith stays in for Canada. Anders Nielsen, number 31, stays in for the Swedes. Okay, we're coming up to the start of the second period for the face-off. We're going to see if Sidney Crosby and company get going. There's Clefbaum, who set up the second goal that went in off of the skates. And we're away. Sweden comes up with the puck deep down into their own end. They work it up to the mid-ice area. And at that point, Jimmy Eriksson decides just to throw it deep down at the Canadians. Canadians give up the puck in the mid-ice area. Swedes come back quickly with a 3-on-2 situation. Shot coming down onto Mike Smith. He turns that away into his left-hand corner. It goes over to his right-hand corner now. As once again, the Swedes are bringing a lot of pressure, skating very well. Louis Eriksson was out there. Now finally it comes out to number 29, Nate McKinnon. He dumps it deep down into the Swedish zone. The Swedish get themselves organized, dumping it off to Lindstrom, Joachim Lindstrom. He takes it all the way across the ice surface. And then he has a meeting of the minds with big number 6, Jake Musin. Swedes again, trying to bring pressure onto the Canadians. The Canadians circle back, trying to get things organized. That's Ennis out there. Leaving it off, Claude Giroux has a chip at the puck. That's Seguin trying to chase down the Swedes. Ennis! 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 Oh! Could be a penalty coming up. Is there a penalty going to be called? No, no penalties are going to be called after that mad scramble in front of the Swedish net, but that's what Canada has to do. They have to start getting things going like that. All of a sudden, the Canadians seem to have a bit more steam in their legs as they send out Taylor Hall. Duchesne! Duchesne shoots! Hits a leg, goes off into the corner. Duchesne tries to get his own rebound. Eventually, it's picked up by Jimmy Eriksson. We get a stoppage in play.
Good job by Tyler Ennis getting that puck right there. Good takeaway there for Tyler Ennis. Good shot, big save right there. Look what Duchesne has. Open net, doesn't see, misses it, just fans on it. Could have been a 3-1 right there for Team Canada. Very lucky for Swedes. Here's again the situation on the other angle. Matt Duchesne just fans on it.
There you go, but the fact of the matter is that they're starting to create opportunities there. Sweden has to tighten it up if they want to keep this 3-0 lead. They get a resumption of play. Quick shot right off the top of the face-off circle. Comes right quickly down onto Anders Nielsen. He sees that puck, squeezes it. We get a resumption of play in the Swedish zone to the right of Anders Nielsen.
Team Canada right now trying to shoot more pucks at net, and at least you got some traffic in front. It's usually the way they play.
Tyler Toffoli, number 73, is seeing some ice time now. Gets it out to the point. Big number 58, David Savard, throws it deep down into the corner. Here comes Canada. Canada's being more aggressive. Slap shot from the point. Hits a body. Eventually, David Savard goes back, rings it around the boards to the far side of the ice surface, but it's picked off by Joe Lundqvist. It is thrown out in the mid-ice area, bouncing around, eventually picked up by Savard himself. Quick shot right down onto Anders Nielsen. Nielsen squeezes the puck, stoppage of play. That was O'Reilly, number 79, Ryan O'Reilly, taking that shot. As we have a look at the Swedish head coach, Par Martz.
A little better start right there in the second period for Team Canada. Dominating a little more, shooting the pucks. A lot of pucks at net, traffic, skating a little more. Hopefully that was a wake-up call there first period.
I think definitely so. Jason Spezza is out there for the Canadians. He's going to be taking the face-off. He's joined by Claude Giroux, amongst others. McKinnon, excuse me. Takes a quick snapshot down onto the Swedish net, goes wide. There comes another quick shot coming in from big number 88, Brent Burns. 3-on-2 situation for the Swedes. But Spezza recovers. Swedes were looking for that long filtering pass to Jimmy Eriksson. Eventually picked up by Sidney Crosby, throws it out for a pass, but it goes all the way down the ice surface, and we get a icing call against Canada.
Bad call there by the linesman there. That shouldn't have been an icing. Three Canadian fans surrounded by Swedish fans. That's great.
Puck goes down the ice surface. Anders Nielsen tries a long stretch pass himself. Offside against Sweden.
Good play by the goalie right there, trying to catch Canada on a line change. Almost got a 3-on-2 created on that one.
And there we had a look at John Klingberg, number 3 of the Swedish side. You know what's special about John Klingberg, number 3? He's the only right-handed defenseman on the Swedish team. Okay, Canada behind its net. Brings it out. Long stretch pass was shot down there for Claude Giroux. He just couldn't squeeze it. Cronwell, the captain, comes over, and Giroux, well, looks like he wanted to knight him.
Yeah, trying to do the intimidation factor here.
(28 against 28). Lindholm against Giroux. Good back checking from Giroux. Stretch pass into the mid-ice area. I think that was picked up by Ennis. No, Giroux leaves it off for Ennis. They're joined out there by big number 191, Tyler Seguin. Oh, Swedish opportunity. Who do you see right there? Big Vic Rask, allowed just to walk right in onto the Canadian net.
Good move. That's way to protect the puck with his body. Whenever see Hegblad just getting beat there, out of position. And good save by Smith right there. It's going to give some confidence.
Eberle. Picked up by Taylor Hall. It's thrown out here. Here's an opportunity for Sweden. Oh. Holy smokers. That was a super slap shot from Lander. Turned away by Mike Smith.
Big save by Smith. Great pass by Forsberg on the back end there. There's a turnover right there. Good transition. Good pass, good play by Forsberg. Great save by Smith.
Holy. Well, Sweden carrying on, seems to be carrying on fairly well from the first period. And that's how she sits. 5 minutes is coming up to be gone in the second, and it still sits 3-0 for Sweden over Canada. Eventually Canada is able to move it around the ice surface, but not for long. As they have Ryan O'Reilly.
Good play by there. O'Reilly to Couturier on the outside. O'Reilly crashing the net for that rebound. Great shot.
It's picked up by Muzin, Jake Muzin. Now he's ready to bring her out. He leaves it off for Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby sends it over to Eberle.
Line change by Team Canada. Now Crosby with Hall and Eberle.
That could be a dynamite combo, huh? Hall, Eberle working her hit along the boards, trying to get it out
Good
to
play.
Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby, Eberle. Eberle goes down. Here come the Swedes. Swedes look like they have got a 3-on-3 or maybe even a 4-on-3 type of situation. It's broken up with the Canadians. The Canadians take away that mid-ice area. Here comes Seguin.
Great play.
Seguin is joined out there by Ekblad. And with big number 88, Brent Burns. Oh, Canada! Canada opportunity!
Oh!
It bounces everywhere but in the net for Canada.
Yeah!
Goal! Canada, number 5, Aaron Ekblad.
Good job by Seguin Giroux putting the pressure. Good job by McLennan changing the lines, changing things up a little bit. Giroux and Seguin not done with the puck in front of the net. The puck is free. Comes to Ekblad's stick. Shoots, open net, goal. Great job right here. Create a turnover. Seguin still on the puck. Giroux puts the puck in front. Pass to Ekblad. Little shot. Open net, goal.
3-1. Let's see how it developed again from a different... There's Ekblad. Shot goes in.
McLennan changed the lines there. You got Giroux, Seguin, and O'Reilly.
Now the Swedes are over talking with the linesmen and with the referees. Let's see if anything changes here.
No, good goal.
We've got a timeout being called by the
Sweden.
Swedes.
Well, McLennan changing the lines up. So far, it's paying off.
That's right. Sometimes you got to change things around, looking for that right combo. And obviously the Canadian coach, Todd McLellan, up to this point, called it right, got a good combo, starting to bring more pressure. I noticed as well that Canada isn't letting the Swedes sit behind their net as they did in the first period.
Exactly. It's too easy to get out, so they want to put pressure right away, force them to make a play. And a couple times there, Ennis right before that created a turnover, and right there saw Seguin create one.
Ekblad, number 5, a D-man, gets the first goal for Canada tonight. 3-1 it is. We get a resumption of play. Rask can't get that face-off for the Swedish side. Canada, Spezza can't squeeze it. It's over to Duchesne. Duchesne is out there with number 88, Brent Burns, and with Spezza.
There you got Duchesne with Spezza and McKinnon.
Well, one thing I have to say about Todd McLellan, the head coach of Canada, he doesn't wait around too long to start changing things up, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. If it doesn't work, you got to try trying things up and you know, hope for the best. Sometimes it just needs a little click.
let's see. That puck is eventually pulled in by Klingberg, John Klingberg. Here come the Swedes. Sharp angle shot turned away by Mike Smith, the Canadian goalie. Oh, Canadian opportunity. 2-on-1. 2-on-1 for Canada. The Canadians, that was Eakin.
Another quick whistle by the referee right there.
That puck had skipped out.
Absolutely.
In fact, it seemed like Nielsen was having a bit of a problem squeezing that puck, huh? It looks like Ekblad was in there again as well.
Saw Klingberg and Eakin talking to each other, teammates in the Dallas Stars.
Here we go. Cody Eakin takes that shot.
There's the puck, it's free right there.
And that's what you see. Tyler Toffoli turns. That's Tyler Toffoli while he's deep into the crease. Okay, if you're deep into that crease like that, if he would have scored, would that goal have counted?
If the whistle doesn't blow, absolutely.
Ah, okay.
The puck is not frozen completely.
Okay, it's just as long as you cannot go into the crease as long as you don't interfere with the goalie.
But if the puck is behind the goalie, you have no choice to go there, so it's no problem.
Okay. Okay, the ice maintenance crew is off, has done their job again. And we get a resumption of play in the Swedish zone to the right of Anders Nielsen. Eakin tries to work it to the point, but it turns into a 3-on-2 situation for Sweden, but they're forced off towards the boards. Sweden brings in big number Jacob Josephson. Rings around the boards. Eventually, Tyson Berry. Tyson Berry brings the puck up over the blue line, leaving it off for Couturier, Jean Couturier. Hall out there again, running after that puck, trying to force Oscar Clefbaum into an error, but in fact they send it all the way down the ice surface and we get an icing call against Sweden.
There's the goal again. Little chip pass there by Brent Burns. Backhand, forehand to Ekblad, just throwing at the net. Nielsen is out of his net.
Sidney Crosby wins the face-off. Eberle along the boards works it out to the point. I believe that's down to Taylor Hall. Walking down, walking it in. If he would have went upstairs, he might have gotten it in, huh?
Upstairs or far post. Then you have players right there. You have the rebound.
Okay. Sweden tries throwing into the Canadian zone. The Canadians look for a quick turnaround, long stretch pass. No icing called. Canadians have now number 79 out there, Ryan O'Reilly, together with Eberle and Sidney Crosby. Oh!
Ah.
That's Seguin. Here come the Swedes. Swedes seem a little bit confused, a little bit off their game as compared to the first period right now. Huh?
Well, more pressure from Team Canada, so putting them more in difficulties right there.
Tyler Seguin throws the puck right at the net. That's picked up by Claude Giroux. Oh, they were looking for the tip in. Ooh. Ekblad and company. Ekblad mixing her up, huh?
Absolutely. Good try right there. O'Reilly try to go between the legs.
Here's some of that previous play. Lots of pushing and shoving, huh?
Crosby getting abused.
Okay. Canadians trying to get a quick snapshot in off of the high part of the face-off. Here's the Canadians. Shot goes wide from the pinching defenseman.
Good pass by Jason Spezza.
The Canadians chase number 22, Barry Tyson, chases the Swedes back into their own zone, but they get reorganized. Here's a quick shot right onto Mike Smith. He squeezes it.
Sweden right now, every time they get the puck in their zone, instead of going forward like they did in the first period, they get the puck and they always go back towards their zone. So the puck's got to be always going forward for them to have success. By going backwards into their zone all the time, gives a chance to Canada to put pressure and put them in trouble.
So essentially Canada is always trying to bottle up Sweden tighter and tighter and tighter into its zone, bring that continuous pressure, and they know sooner or later somewhere they're going to start getting cracks into the dike. Okay, the Swedes in fact going back again to pick up that puck. They're trying to work it around, just like you say, force back. Okay, here comes Canada. Oh, big opportunity!
Oh, penalty shot.
Penalty. Penalty shot. Holy smokes. Look, Taylor Hall was pulled down. There's a pushing and a shoving going on.
Great pass by Brent Burns right there.
Here comes Hall.
Yeah, that's a penalty shot for sure.
Yeah. They had old Klingberg. Johnny Klingberg got that stick in there, tried to lift up Taylor Hall's hands as well. Okay, who would you send out to take the penalty shot? Or
it's going to be Hall.
Okay. What are you calling on it?
We got to go with the blocker side about 3 inches on the ice, off the ice.
So he's going to get a goal? Or
yeah, he's going to get a goal.
Okay. Here we go. Penalty shot for Canada. Taylor Hall coming in, taking his time. Goal, Canada! Number 4, Taylor Hall! Pretty quick release, huh?
Pretty quick. The only thing is maybe it looked bad. He went 5-hole instead of going stick side.
Here he comes. It's going wide, coming along.
Great shot, great shot. Opening up the blade first, making Nielsen move, and then just getting the needle in the hole.
Now it's 3-2. Now the Canadians stand up in the middle of all the Swedish supporters, huh? 3-2. Little by little, things seem to be changing. All of a sudden, Sweden seems to be back on its heels.
Absolutely. Pressure from Canada. And the more Swedes go back in their own zone instead of getting the puck north to south, the more they'll be in trouble. But I really like the line changes there by McLellan.
That's right. The line changes seem to have been paying off very quickly. And coming back again, we have not seen the Swedes being able to set up behind the Canadian net like they were able to do in the first period. Big slap shot.
Big save.
Oh, Mike Smith got that right pad out there and took away a sure goal from the Swedish side.
That's a huge save right there.
Three on two for Sweden.
Oh.
Ooh! Mike Smith again.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden the Swedes are coming alive. And they're behind the net, behind the Canadian net. Move it out to the point. Jumping puck around. They're throwing it at the net all of a sudden. All of a sudden the Swedes have upped the tempo, upped the speed, up the intensity. The Canadians throw the puck down the ice, icing against Canada.
Good pressure right there by the Swedes. Same thing they've done in the first period. What a big save right there against number 45, Oscar Moeller. And the second shot right there just touches the back of his leg and deflects in the far corner. That was a bit of luck there for Smith, but you need some luck sometimes. Here's Moeller on the bench, can't really believe it.
Close but no cigar, as they say. Canada now takes a timeout.
Well, the guys have been on the ice for a long time. Big face-off in their zone. Wants to give them a timeout so they can take a breather and make sure they get settled on the play they want to do there.
Okay, there's the big Swedish defenseman, number 3, Klingberg. He came in, raised Tyler Hall's stick. Tyler Hall falls, and that is what precipitated this penalty shot right between the legs of Nielsen, making it what we have right now, a 3-2 hockey game. As we have a look at Hall sitting on the Canadian bench, we get a resumption of play in the Canadian zone to the right of Mike Smith, the Canadian goalie. Canadians get the face-off, work it behind their net, bring it out to the far side of the ice surface, throwing it down the ice surface, and we have no icing being called. Sweden working it along the ice. Canada throws in Dan Hamwi. They work it out into the mid-ice area. Eventually it's picked up by Spezza.
Oh.
Ooh.
Too bad McKinnon didn't see Burns behind him. He probably would have left the puck.
The teams exchange the puck in the mid-ice area. Finally, Canada brings it into its own zone. Hamwi looks for a long stretch pass, sending it down, picked up by McKinnon. Offside. More pushing and shoving between McKinnon and number 16, Jacob Josephson.
So McKinnon shut the puck after the whistle.
Anton Lander for the Swedes. He opened up the scoring early on, getting that first goal for the Swedes. That goes off of Rask's skate. Forsberg got the third goal. At that moment, it seemed like the house was caving in on Canada. Then Ekblad makes it 3-1. Taylor Hall on a penalty shot, like we said before, goes between the legs of Nielsen. 3-2. Sitting 3-2 with 6:28 left in the second.
Good crowd again tonight, excuse me.
Okay, now we're going to get down to it. Face-off coming up. Canadians get it once again. Immediately ring it around the boards, deep down into the Swedish zone. Ennis once again rings it right deep down into the Canadian zone, into the Swedish zone. There's Ennis picking it up. Canadians get themselves reorganized, throwing it down the ice surface. Being quickly followed up by Tyler Toffoli. He wants to throw it out to the D-men, but the Canadians get forced back. Ekblad. Long cross-ice stretch pass. Pushed down into the corner by Tyler Toffoli.
Oh, yeah!
Goal! Canada! Number 7, Sean Couturier.
And the big play on this goal is the youngster Ekblad, keeping the blue line, staying there, keeping that puck to not go out of the zone of the Swedes. Takes a shot in front, Big Sean Couturier is right there for the deflection for the 3-3 goal. Watch this again, Ekblad.
Look up at the point area.
Stays right there inside, takes a good shot, good deflection, 3-3 goal.
Beautiful deflection by Sean Couturier, huh?
Now we have a game.
Wow. Now it's all tied up.
Good job by the youngster Ekblad. 1 goal, 1 assist in this game right now.
Big game as well. Coming up to 5:30 left in the second. It's all tied up. 3 apiece. Canada getting hot. Sweden bringing a 3-on-2 situation. It's broken up at the mid-ice area. Swedes get pushed right back down into their own zone. Like you said, oh, here come the Swedes. Canada seems to have it covered, forcing Moller out to the periphery of the ice surface. Swedes trying to get themselves organized in the Canadian zone. Here comes the big slap shot. It's over to the other east-west type of action.
Oh.
Goal! Goal Moller! Number 45, Sweden, Oscar Moller.
Canada was not able to get the puck out of their zone. Dan Hamnes fending on it a couple times. Puck's dumped in the corner. Quick pass to Moller. Good one-timer shot. 4th goal for Swedes.
Now it sits here. We're watching it going from one side to the other. Oscar Moller comes up as a big slap shot, and it gets right by Mike Smith. What are you saying?
Bad coverage right there too.
He shouldn't have been sitting out there like he is.
I don't think it's Smith. I think the coverage from the defenseman and the force for Team Canada. That guy shouldn't be able to have that much time to get a shot.
Now it's changed again. Sweden 4, Canada 3. Weren't we telling you to phone all of your friends and have them tune into this game? Watch it on In Front Sports.
Absolutely.
Listen to us when we tell you to tune into the game and phone up your friends. Do it, because it's turning into a super hockey game. Delayed offside against Canada, waved off. The Swedes take their time getting themselves set up as we're coming up to about 4 minutes left in the second. Long stretch pass for the Swedes. And we get an icing call against Sweden as we have a good look at number 11, Hjalmarsson Simon on the ice. Now we're going to have a look at the Swedish goal again. Oscar Moller. We get a resumption of play in the Swedish end of the ice surface. Walking in from the point is Weirchuk. Canadians rocking at it.
Big save there by Nielsen.
More pushing and shoving going on. This is more serious pushing and shoving. Looks like number 29 from the, it's hard to see who it is.
McKinnon.
Nate McKinnon?
Yeah.
Lost his helmet. He is having a close encounter with big number 4, Staffan Kronwall, the captain of the Swedish side. Nate McKinnon gets himself a 2-minute penalty for roughing. Penalties, penalties, penalties. Kronwall gets himself, Staffan Kronwall gets himself 2 minutes for roughing. We're going to have 4-on-4. What does that mean? Opens up space for people like Sidney Crosby, Eberle.
Hall, Duchesne, Seguin, Spezza, everybody.
Let's see what happens in this next 2 minutes span. 4-on-4. Here come the Swedes. Long shot onto Smith. He hangs on to it. we get a whistle. Okay, we're going to get a resumption of play in the Canadian zone. Claude Giroux, he's a pretty good face-off guy,
Yep,
huh?
yep, very good.
He works it back to Brent Burns, over to the other side of the ice surface, back to Claude Giroux. He brings it down,
Oh.
shot onto Nielsen. Anders Nielsen goes off into Nielsen's right-hand corner. Nielsen is, in fact, watching the play in his corner. Comes out to the Canadian point men. Long shot, goes wide, off to the left of Nielsen. Now the Swedes are able to bring the puck out into the mid-ice area. Canadians are sending some forechecking pressure in on the Swedes, see if they can't cause the Swedes to once again cough up the puck. Swedes bring it in, taking their time. Big number 23, Ekman Larsson. Oliver Ekman Larsson. Canadians respond with Barry Tyson. Seguin. Canadians keep the puck in the Swedish zone. It's thrown over deep into the other corner. Canadian players bring it out to the point, looking for the long filtering shot, just goes wide. Canadians working it again with Crosby, Sidney Crosby. Coming up to 15 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Excellent work by Crosby to force the Swedes to cough up the puck, but the Swedes are able to recover. In fact, with number 21, Louis Eriksson, taken the big hit. Okay, Swedes are in the Canadian zone. They would dearly love to get another one. Just under 1:30 left in the second. Canadians are able to break that up. That's followed up by number 9, Duchesne, Matt Duchesne into the corner. Works out to Spezza. Spezza throws it over the other side of the ice surface, where Patrick Wierchuk throws it in for Canada. Teams are exchanging the puck now. We're into the last minute of the second period. Swedes trying to get the last, bit of a mix-up with the Canadian players in front of their own net. The Swedes would have loved to pop in another one, get a bit of a cushion, to ride a cushion into the dressing room. 30 seconds left. Here come the Swedes. Okay. And eventually Hamwi holds the puck. 10 seconds left in the second, as the Canadians look maybe for a long stretch pass down the ice surface to see if they can't cause a cough up. That's it. The second period is done. 4-3 Sweden. Will be back in 15. Hi, welcome back. We're getting ready for the start of the third period between Canada and Sweden as we watch Canada making its way back onto the ice surface. Well, at the end of the first period, Canada was down 3 goals. They go back into the dressing room at the end of the second period, down 1 goal. That's progress, isn't it?
Absolutely. We've talked about it before. There's no reason why Team Canada couldn't make 3 goals in a period. Sweden did. They did back. Unfortunately for Team Canada right now, Sweden's back up with 1 goal ahead, but 20 minutes left of hockey. Lots of time.
That's right. Canada actually, as we said throughout that second period, took away the back of the net. It seems in the first period, Sweden was essentially camping behind the Canadian net. And in the second period, Canada came out and obviously changed that situation. As we watch the Swedes, you know what, that guy who's, see the guy with glasses? He looks kind of like Parmart's brother.
That's true. That is true.
Anyway, here come the Swedes back out onto the ice. You know, it looks like the Swedish goalie, Anders Nilsson, he's kind of a big guy.
6'5".
Well, you know, those big guys, you played against these guys when you have these big goalies, right? They just take up a lot of space, huh? So you got to really be a sniper.
Yeah, you got to make, like Taylor Hall did, you know, you got to be a quick release. You always have to have your blade open first. So it's always harder for the goalie to anticipate what you're going to do with it. You got to try to make them make the first move, and then you take what's open.
All right. So as you see, the goalies, there's no change in the goalies for these two teams. Canada sends out Mr. Beard, Brent Burns, number 88. Amongst others, to start off this third period. And as well, it is Claude Giroux taking the face-off for the Canadians. He can't get that one. The Swedes come up with the puck. They roll it right back into their own zone. Waste no time coming at the Canadians. There's a shot from Forsberg. Turned away from by Mike Smith. Stoppage in play right away. What's going on?
Offside.
Okay, Ekman Larsson. Starting to see a bit of him.
I hope that Team Canada is not going to back up like they did in the first period, and they're going to keep putting that pressure, especially in the neutral zone.
Okay, we got the combo of Sidney Crosby, Taylor, and Eberle in up front for the Canadians. They seem to get gotten things going for the Canadians in the second period. And in fact, Eberle is bringing that puck down along the boards, hands it off to Crosby, circling behind the Swedish net. There's a quick shot coming in on Anders Nilsson. He squeezes it. And we're going to get a resumption of play in the Swedish zone to the right of Anders Nilsson.
Never a bad play to get a shot on net, especially in the start of a period.
There's Hall, number 4. He had that penalty shot in the second period. Did not fail, did not falter. Back to the point. Canada sends in number 22, Tyson Barrie. Swedes have Ekholm out there, number 14. Canadians trying to bring some pressure, bottle up the Swedes. They throw the puck out into the mid-ice area. Here come the Swedes, trying to look for a quick break. In fact, they do get to the puck first in the Canadian zone. That's Mudzin, Jake Mudzin. He is able to recover. Here come the Canadians, trying to create a 3-on-2 situation. Spezza just throws it across the ice surface. Spezza is setting up, looking for that rebound, but no. Anders Nilsson squeezes the puck. There we see Duchesne.
Even though Duchesne's got 6 points in this tournament so far, he's not the same player as he used to be. He's got a lot of speed, but it seems like he's struggling. He's battling the puck. Hopefully he's going to be able to pick it up.
Have a good look at number 16 there as well, Jacob Josephson for the Swedish side. As we're waiting to get a resumption of play, Anders Nilsson is now ready to get going as the Canada sends in Spezza to take that face off. Puck goes down the ice surface. No icing. A bit of a mix-up there by the Canadians. They leave that puck off for the Swedes. The Swedes trying to jump on that puck and create that into a good opportunity.
Well, a bit miscommunication there with Duchesne and Ekblad. Ekblad thought it was going to be a reverse play with Duchesne, and Duchesne ended up in front of the net.
Swedes turned back into the mid-ice area. Once again, there's number 10 out there. Joakim Lindstrom been getting a lot of ice time for the Swedish side, along with one of the goal scorers, Oscar Moeller, number 45. We get a stoppage in play. Right there, there's one of the goal scorers for the Swedish side, Oscar Moeller.
Big slap shot on in the second period. Give the lead 4-3 for the Swedes.
Well, like you say, Sweden, you know, they bend, but they rarely do they break, right? They never really get panicky, you know. They give up 3 goals, but then they come back enough. Oh, there was an opportunity for the Swedes. Shot from the point goes wide. Canadians desperately want to get that puck out of their zone. They do. Anton Lander, as well as Klingberg, weathering that super pressure from the Canadians. Here comes some pressure from the Swedes themselves. Seguin sends the puck down into the Swedish zone. Long stretch pass. They just weren't able to squeeze it. Oscar Moeller. Let's have a look at his goal coming towards the end of the second. And some of his other shooting opportunities. Here it is.
Really hard for a goalie when the puck is up and rolling to know where the puck's going to go.
Here we go. We got the resumption of play. That puck was shot from a very tight angle from the corner. Seems to have nicked part of the post from the Swedish net, but the Swedes waste no time getting down the ice surface. And I think that was Rask. Yes, it was Vic Rask taking a big slap shotter from the far side of the ice. He says, let's see what old Mike Smith can do with a shot like this.
Way too much time and space for him.
Rask sets up to take the face off for the Swedes. Puck bounces out in the mid-ice area. Canada has to avoid an offside, so they work it back. It's Crosby, Hall, and Eberle out there for the Canadian side. Here comes Hall. Let's see if he can't get something going. Quick shot, bounces out in the mid-ice area. Back to Hall. Sidney Crosby. Eberle thought he could just chip it right in front of the Swedish net. It's picked up by Sidney Crosby out to the point. Waiting for that puck to come in from Weirchok. The Canadian D-men exchanging it. That's Weirchok. Puck goes all the way down the ice surface, but icing is waved off. Duchesne. his centering pass. The Swedes may have had a...
Oh,
there's the Canadian shot. Another possibilities from the Canadians. I think that was Duchesne, maybe got his stick on that puck a little bit. Canadians starting to buzz around the Swedish net. The Swedes respond, however. Shooting it over the other side of the ice surface. The Swedes themselves trying to get some pressure onto the Canadians. They would love to get a dual 2-goal cushion. Here comes Canada. With Claude Giroux trying to bring some pressure, trying to bottle up the Swedish D-man. And eventually Jake Mudzin throws it right back at the Swedes. But they come back with Clefbaum, Oscar Clefbaum. He has it off to Eric Louis Eriksson, throws it into the Canadian zone. Whoa. Mike Smith pretty confident with that puck, huh?
yeah, he's pretty good with the puck outside his crease. Good heads-up play by him.
Canadians trying to bottle up the Swedes. Lander is out there trying to help his side. Okay, Canadians throw it right back at the Swedes. Oh, overskates the puck, the Swedish player. That was number 28, Lindholm. Puck being brought in by number 46, Weirchok, Pat.
Oh.
Bit of a scramble in front of the net. Here's a one-on-one situation. Oh. Ooh. Here come the Canadians looking to throw it right in front of the net.
Oh.
Oh, super Anders Nielsen taking a sure goal away from Tyler Toffoli.
Big save right there, keeping his team ahead, 4-3, 1 goal ahead. Good job by Tyler Ennis, getting the puck, circling the net. Heads up play, seeing Toffoli in front of the slot. As we see the first goal from Sweden.
Here's the second one that went off the skate of Rask, judged to be okay. And that is Forsberg getting the third. And then Canada came alive, Ekblad. Tyler Hall gets hauled down, he gets himself a penalty shot. As we watch it, he goes between the legs. At that point it was 3-2. And the third Canadian goal came off of number 7 Couturier, Sean Couturier. Then Sweden came back in the final minutes with Oscar Moller, number 45. And that's how it stands right now. Sweden 4, Canada 3. Just over 12 and a half left in the third. A rather innovative way indicating to the crowd and to us where the face-off is going to start with those flashing lights that they have on the ice this year. As Canada sends out their number, big man.
Oh, good
Slap
play.
shot coming in from Ennis. Just goes wide. Oh! Canadians getting 2 good scoring opportunities right back to back. Here come the Swedes. Oh, the Swedes, I think, had a player. If they could have just gotten the puck to him, it would have been a sure breakaway. Here comes Ennis. Throws it out.
Oh, again.
Canada seems to be winding up the machine a bit. That's 3 or 4 good opportunities in the last few seconds. Another shot from the point gets deflected. It's eventually picked up by Hamwi, Dan Hamwi. Give away to Sweden.
Big save.
Oh, huge save on Forsberg by Mike Smith.
Tyler Toffoli twice frustrated by Nielsen.
Here we come again. Now the Swedes trying to respond with some pressure of their own. The Canadians bringing down big number 79, Ryan O'Reilly, amongst others. Ryan O'Reilly. So, oh, looking for the wraparound with Seguin. The Canadians seem to be saying that they want now to be the moment. Crosby comes up with the puck. Has it over to Mutzin. Here come the Swedes. Long coast-to-coaster. Taken by big number 14 at home. Canadians trying to make comeback.
Eisenberry holding on to the puck way a little too much there.
Hall, Crosby, Eberle, Hall, Eberle. Battling for it along the boards. It's out to the point. Hall does everything possible to keep it in.
Oh!
Goal! Canada! Number 46, Patrick Weirchuk. Canada ties her up 4-4.
Great second effort by Taylor Hall right there, diving on the blue line to get the puck deep. Good effort by Crosby to put the pressure. Forecheck, great forecheck by Crosby. Here Hall trying the puck. Good forecheck by Crosby, stealing the puck. Great heads-up play, great shot, nice goal.
Nice shot. All tied up 4-4. It was almost as if Canada was saying, we really want now to tie it up at the midway point of the third period. Okay. Now it's all a new game.
Absolutely.
10 more minutes.
Absolutely.
Everything tied up. 4-4. Sidney Crosby, like you say, did a great forecheck, but Taylor Hall as well, diving down to keep that puck in the Swedish zone. There's your second efforts, huh?
Absolutely. That's where it all started.
Canada comes right back at Sweden. Ennis out there with Couturier. Looking for it out to Couturier, number 7, Sean. We're going to see how Sweden responds now. What do they have to say? Bit of a pause here. The Canadians get some fresh legs out onto the ice surface. Mike Smith again showing being very cool under pressure for how to move around that puck. Some of the Canadian fans thought there was an interference on a Canadian player.
Not one penalty call against Sweden so far.
Swedes have been very disciplined. Okay, here comes Canada. Claude Giroux threw it right down onto Nielsen. That's turned off into Nielsen's left corner.
Penalty coming up for Sweden.
Canada has pulled its goalie. Canada has pulled its goalie. They've got a 6th attacker out on the ice surface right now. Canada's getting itself organized. It's 6-on-5. Canada, yes, has pulled its goalie because it's a delayed penalty against Sweden. You just said that there had been no penalties against Sweden. Boom,
Right,
there it happens.
Interference call right there, I think.
Coming up against,
Not sure if it's against Toffoli or Seguin, somebody going hard to the net. See right here?
yeah, right
Seguin.
there.
Good hustle. Big opportunity for Team Canada right now.
Big opportunity, huge opportunity for Team Canada as Sweden takes a 2-minute penalty just after the halfway mark in the third period.
Great crowd today again.
Beautiful. We were telling you that it's going to be absolutely super. It's coming down to this last 10 minutes. Actually, it's just under 8 minutes left. Canada, power play. Crosby, Eberle,
Giroux. Burns. And O'Reilly.
Holy smoke. Big scramble in front of the Swedish net. Swedes drag the puck down into the Canadian zone. Actually, a good job being done there by number 27, Jimmy Eriksson, huh?
Absolutely.
To whittle some seconds off that Canadian power play. The Canadians dump her in, ring her around the boards. Eberle gets it out to the point. Big slap shot coming in from big number 88, Brent Burns. There's Brent Burns. Slap shot from the point, hits a body. The Swedes are doing their second efforts as well. That's Sidney Crosby, but he can't keep the puck in the Swedish zone. Coming up to 1 minute left in the Canadian power play. Okay, here comes Canada. Spezza throws it down onto Nielsen. Bit of a rebound, play continues. The Swedes looking for a fast break. 40 seconds left in the Canadian power play. Another broken stick on the ice. Here comes Hall. Hall with Ennis. Ennis! Goal! Canada! Number 63, Tyler Ennis!
What a shot by Tyler Ennis. Right before that, good back check by him. Team Canada getting the puck back on transition. Taylor Hall using his speed, going wide. Drop pass to Ennis. Ennis right away. Big shot right top shelf on the left side of Nielsen. What a shot, what a goal.
I've noticed that a number, watch. Hall leads it off for Tyler Ennis. There's the snapshot, and where does it go? Over the left shoulder of the Swedish goalie Nielsen. It seems like the scouting coaches have been telling the Canadians to shoot to the left side of Nielsen.
Great shot, absolutely. Costly penalty right there.
In fact, penalties, penalties, penalties. Canada has to be disciplined, disciplined, disciplined. Sweden takes one penalty, they pay for it. And for the first time in this game, Canada goes ahead. Here come the Swedes. The Swedes, once again! Huge shot coming down on Mike Smith. He sees it, he squeezes it. That shot was coming in from the captain, number 4, Cronwell. Let's have a look again at Tyler Ennis's goal. Being set up by Hall. Quick snapshot, she's up there. Tyler Ennis, lefty. Quick release, it's in.
Old jerseys from Canada, great jerseys. The old Canada Cup.
We had a resumption of play in the Canadian zone to the right of Mike Smith. Canadians get the face-off. It comes out to Dan Hamwi. It's thrown in, followed up by Ryan O'Reilly. 6 minutes left in the third.
Oh,
Beautiful shot coming in. I believe it was from Ryan O'Reilly. Turned away. The Swedes themselves would dearly love to get some pressure onto the Canadian zone. The Canadians obviously trying to break up the Swedish play in the neutral zone or stand up the Swedes at the blue line. Here comes the shot. Mike Smith saw it, squeezes it.
we've seen right before that Ryan O'Reilly, great player, very smart, works really hard, made a good soft dump for himself right before instead of just giving the puck away. And now we see Smith, no rebounds, keeping the puck straight to the puck, square to it. Face off was right.
Once again, we get the face-off.
There we saw Giroux right on the ice just for the face-off, won it, went for a change. Carroll was back on the ice for him.
Here comes Forsberg. He is a sniper for the Swedish side. Forsberg can't hold it, neither can Clefbaum. Clefbaum sends her down. Lander, amongst others, they work it over to the far side of the ice. Just throw it at Canada. Canadian goalie turns it away. Spezza finally gets it. Tries to hang on to it for as long as possible.
Oh,
There was a soft, almost like baseball shot of that puck coming in on Anders Nielsen. He juggled it for a second, but as we see, McKinnon was out there. He makes his way back to the bench, and there's the big man, Tyler Ennis, number 63. He has the go-ahead goal and the winning goal for Canada at this moment. Canadians are able to half break up the Swedish attack. Here come the Swedes, looking good. They're able to keep the puck in the Canadian zone, working it between the defensemen. Comes around to the back of the Canadian net. That was where all the Canadian problems started in the first period. Once again, D-men working amongst themselves. Long feathering shot in. Tyler Ennis trying to get it out. He cannot. Here come the Swedes. Goes right through the crease area. Puck is thrown down the ice surface.
Good.
No icing. Toffoli.
good hustle by Toffoli to get away from that, not doing a face-off in their own zone.
Sidney Crosby out there. He soon will be. Here come the Swedes. The puck bounces down the ice surface. Icing eventually is called against Canada.
Lars Martz right there, coach of Sweden. Looking at the time go down. Todd McClellan, Canada coach. His changes were good ones at the right time at the right place. It's a good line changes, and they're paying off right now.
Claude Giroux coming out for the face-off once again. He is the money man for the Canadian side when it comes to face-offs. The Canadians are able to eventually get it out to Ryan O'Reilly. Sends it down the ice. It's corralled by Anders Nielsen. Picked up by Klingberg. Canadians are content just to take that puck and hold it at this point. We're coming up to 2:40 left in the third. Now that is number 87, Sidney Crosby. He's out there on the ice surface right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big bodies in there battling for the puck. Look at it all the time that the referee waits. Eventually, Eberle is able to get it out to the point. They'll ring it around the boards.
Oh.
Big boy, Forsberg, he can take a hit. Brings the puck all the way down the ice surface. There's the opportunity for Sweden. That shot bounces off a leg up into the netting. There's Forsberg. Let's see some of the hitting that's been going on. Earlier on in the first period and throughout the game. Forsberg puts down Eakin, skates out of his own end.
Wish for Parmarts to be calling his goalie out of his crease for an extra attacker.
This would be the ideal situation where they get the face-off in the Canadian zone. Look at that. Puck bouncing around, drive you crazy. The Swedes have empty netter for number 91, Tyler Seguin. That should more or less ice it for the Canadians, taking it to a 6-4 game.
Saw right on the face-off there. Swedes were really fortunate not to get a penalty for holding. Good shot at net, big save by Smith. And then good hustle there by Tyler Seguin. Net is empty. Maybe he thought about thinking I passed to Giroux first, but just seeing the situation, said no, might as well shoot right away in the net, so no giving chances to anybody.
There you go. Canada standing tough.
Putting the nail on the coffin right there.
And look at that. Parmart says, hey, we had them down 3-0 at the first. Little by little, they've been able to claw their way back in. But it's 1:50 left in the third period. Sweden has come back in many times over the years.
First game against Czech Republic, remember.
That's right. Don't count them out. There's lots of time. 1:30 left in the third period. Now. Sweden sends the puck around the boards. It bounces, I think, into the Canadian net and into the Canadian bench, or close to it anyway. Toffoli and company.
Rolf Nilsson's going to be out of the crease again. Yeah, goalie's out.
Okay. 6 on 5. Sweden is going for it. There you go. Anders Nielsen.
Giroux's been strong on the face-off so far in this game.
This is the big money face-off. Let's see what Claude can do. No, not this time. It's out to the point. Holy smokes! That was fast. Louis Eriksson had the shot right in front of Mike Smith. What did I notice? Mike Smith doesn't go down.
No, stayed right up square to the puck. Actually touched the stick there of the defenseman.
Ah,
sliding.
okay.
Jake Muzzin.
Resumption of play in the Canadian zone to the left of Mike Smith now. The Swedes have 6 attackers. They have pulled their goalie. 6-4 situation for Canada. Here comes, they're working the shot around. Working the puck around, looking for that shot. East to west. Lots of bodies behind the Canadian net. 1 minute left. Swedes just cannot hold it into the Canadian zone. They decide, now they bring it in. That stick came up a little bit on number 3, Klimberg. John Klimberg caught a bit of a stick in the face. I hope he is okay. Seconds are clicking away. The Swedes.
Oh, great play there by O'Reilly. Diving to get that puck deflected.
Good job. Crosby's stick came up a little bit. The Swedes thought maybe a penalty should have been called in those dying seconds.
Probably should have.
Okay, once again we get a resumption of play in the Canadian zone. It's 6-on-5. The Swedes have pulled their goalie. Coming up to 25 seconds left in the third. It's pushed. The Canadians are able to push the Swedes out into the mid-ice area. The Swedes come right back at them. 15 seconds left. Puck goes all the way down the ice surface. Icing against Canada once again. As we have a look at Burns.
Flyers fans.
Okay, one of the last face-offs in this game. Once again, the Swedes win it. 5 seconds left. That's how it's going to end. That's it. Canada wins 6-4 over Sweden. Pat, pick your MVPs.
Sweden, I'm going to go with number 9, Philip Forsberg. And I'm going to go with the game winner there, Tyler Ennis for Team Canada.
All right. Shows character, though. Canada had a disastrous first period. As you said, just stick her out. Keep trying to work on it. Chipping away. That's what Canada did. Was able to pull itself even. Then Sweden was able to go up 4-3. And in this third period, they eventually were able to come back and finally take the lead. And then they iced it with that 6th goal. Let's see for the MVPs. Just a few seconds of patience. Great game, fantastic game, back and forth. What more could you want from international hockey?
The prizes will be presented by Mr. Christer Engblom, International Ice Hockey Federation Council member, and Mr. Czesmir Ondruszek, Raiffeisen Bank International.
Again, just a few more seconds of patience, and then we'll see if Patrice is again always perfect.
Number 23, Oliver Ekman Larsson.
Ah, okay. Now we're waiting for the Canadian MVP to be called.
The best player of Team Canada is number 5, Aaron Ekman.
Okay, there you go. We've got the MVPs. It was absolutely fantastic. Come back tomorrow for more Super Hockey. We'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.
Sven, Canada.